Welcome back to WandaVision. The last episode was so good. I cannot wait to see what we have here. Alright, so we are back to the sitcoms.
You will be my favorite twin.
Looks like we're on a date.
Oh, it's cute. I really hate the sound of babies crying.
So,
And
Seems like anything that has to do with the twins, her powers do not work.
I don't think it's very
I have a couple theories as to why.
Actually, you know what? You just maybe we better not.
Aw, overprotective father.
Do you want me to take that again?
What? So we're getting into the weird stuff like right away.
Buns of steel.
So she's aware that this is like a show, and she was straight up asking her like, "Do you want me to try that again? Like, we can make that better."
Me every night, but there's no taming this tiger.
Oh my gosh,
Strange.
oh, that's not fair.
Vision
It's
is
not
catching
Agnes's fault
on.
that she is unusual.
Not for me, for the twins. What kind of babysitter do you think I am? I'm just gonna.
Daddy?
What the fuck? Oh my god, we're actually gonna get like the teen version of Wiccan and Speed by the end of this show. I'm so happy. Oh, they actually look so cute. That's great. That was great. Oh, so we're gonna be switching between the sitcom and the real world now? I like that. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Definitely saw an image in there that hasn't been in any of the movies or in the
am I
show
clear?
yet of Wanda crying.
Those are blank.
Like I said,
Well, what about our labs?
What?
Now assessing a
Does
clear
she-
picture of
does
this
she have her
crisis.
powers now?
And thanks to twins were subsequently radicalized, volunteering at Hydra.
Oversimplification of events, but yes. After
I remember.
unspecified.
Does Maximoff have an alias?
No, sir.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
No funny nickname?
Come on, are we gonna get it?
Hayward's a dude.
Terrorists.
Wanda's more if she hadn't put up her own quarantine. Listen, I don't believe this is
That's a
a
good point.
premeditated act of aggression.
You don't. Bring up the visual.
I kinda don't either.
Top secret
Oh,
location
what
of
the
Vision's
fuck?
corpse.
Wow, they like disassembled him? That's kind of fucked up.
When was this?
All right, that's it for now. Let's work the problem.
Interesting, interesting.
People. Dismissed.
Now we know exactly where she got the body from.
What happens when he learns the truth?
Good question. Because he's going to find out the truth.
Did you have to learn to walk? You two never stay put.
Thank you.
Did they get a
Now
dog?
tell me which one.
Aww, it's so
Oh,
cute.
Can we keep him, Mommy?
Yes.
Now, boys.
Is that dog
taking
Mephisto
care of a
or
living
some
thing
bullshit?
Is a big quite sure, actually.
You know what? Even if that dog is
That's so
Mephisto,
formal,
keep it.
honey.
It's so cute.
Window told me someone got a new.
She's definitely more in on this than anyone
Did you
else.
name him
Why is that? Because she's a
Hello,
witch.
Sniffy.
What are you telling me?
So, Spock, your dog,
Just getting
Daddy?
closer and closer.
10 years old.
So are they just gonna become 10 years old?
Wait, now hang on there a minute, you young whippersnapper.
What the hell? Dude, this show is tripping me out.
What's the hex?
Hexagonal shape. It's starting to catch on.
Well, I mean, she does
You really
control
wanna go back in
hexes
there?
and magic.
After
and all that,
everything
so-
she's put you through, that would mean she's wielding an insane amount of power.
Far exceeding
Exactly.
anything she's displayed in the past.
Could have taken out Thanos on her own if he hadn't initiated a blitz.
That's true.
Well, I'd argue that Captain Marvel came close.
Her powers came from
Aw,
an
I
Infinity Stone
bet that
too,
hit a
right?
little hard for her.
We are.
What?
It's not an illusion. Wanda is rewriting reality.
Permanently?
If she can change
Seemingly.
things as they what happens if we send something in that requires no change?
Smart. Oh, what?
Top secret communique.
Effect on Westview residents unknown. Please advise.
Ooh, the sound right there actually gave me chills. That was
Come on, pal.
creepy
When
as
are we gonna
hell.
write that? Please help me. What day is it? Where's my phone?
Calm yourself, Norm. I can't understand
Damn,
what
this
you're
is
trying
like
to tell me.
actually pretty
You have
fucked
to
up.
stop her. Make her stop!
Whoa,
Technology.
that got dark.
No spin.
Billy would be the one teaching him tricks. I love that they're actually wearing their colors,
He's at work.
like Wiccan with the black and red and Speed with the
Saturday.
green and silver.
No, it's not. It's Monday.
Do you have a brother, Mom?
Oh, that's a touchy
I do.
topic.
Stay here.
What's going on? Oh, look at that. Oh shit.
No joy. Disregard. Take the shot.
Take the shot.
No, the drone.
This dude's gonna get everyone killed by trying to antagonize Wanda, like the most powerful being in the MCU at the moment. Hello? Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that.
The missile was just a precaution.
A precaution, shut
You can
up.
hardly blame us.
This will be your only warning.
Love hearing that accent.
Stay out of my home.
You've taken an entire town hostage.
Well, I'm not the one with the guns, Director.
You
You
are.
are the one in control.
Yeah, you are the one holding them hostage.
You're still here.
Oh, Wanda, please calm down. Holy shit. God damn. Alright, that was badass. She is so much more powerful than some people give her credit for. Ooh, we got that commercial.
Yes, you need Lagos brand paper towels.
Oh,
The most
Lagos,
absorbent
alright.
paper towel.
Well, that kind of does make it seem like the commercials are about her past trauma.
Your mom won't let him get far. Ma'am.
Another double meaning right there.
have gone.
Come until I had wrapped him up.
Did the dog really die?
What happened to him? The urge to run from this feeling is powerful. I know
Yeah, you really would know.
that there are rules in life.
Which you're not following,
can't.
Wanda. Well, damn, they didn't have a dog for very long. I still kind of think that dog was Mephisto, but I mean, Mephisto might not even be in a part of this equation.
boys.
It really seems like Wanda's just
heartbroken,
doing this
but they'll
all
be
because
alright.
she wants to.
I spoke with Norm.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I unearthed the man's suppressed personality and I spoke to him free of your oversight.
Oh, shit.
He was in pain, Wanda. You can't control me the way you do them.
You sure about that?
Can't I?
Damn.
Going to bed.
No, we're not done
That was also really dark.
Family, Wanda, he has a family and he can't reach them because you won't let him reach
I
them.
don't this.
Oh, shit.
All of this. You've never talked to me like this before.
Yeah, he really hasn't.
For what? I'm scared.
You
That's really sad, actually.
are my husband. Think that I am controlling everything.
Yes.
I don't know how any of this started in the first place.
Maybe she really didn't get this started, but she clearly has a bunch of control over it. I don't know, man. So who is it? Agnes, as always? Or not? Come on! Who is it?
Wanda, who is this?
Who is it? No fucking way, dude. You can't be serious. Okay, what?
Stinking sister to death or what?
They seriously are going that route.
She recast Pietro?
With the Fox version, that my mind is blowing up. This is fucking crazy.
Who's a popsicle?
That is so weird, dude. What the fuck? Show just gets better and better. Oh my god. I still have so many questions, but there's a lot unfolding now. So good. So, a lot to unpack here. We're clearly back to the sitcoms, but this episode, and I'm assuming every episode following, is going to be both a combination of what's happening in the real world and with what's happening in Wanda's imagined sitcom world. Although I have a feeling the final 2 or 3 episodes are probably gonna all just be the real world. Like, there's not gonna be a split between the two anymore. But I suppose we'll see. Very early in the episode, they jump straight into weirdness, which I'm glad they're no longer really holding back on that. And the fact that Agnes is always the one to show up, have what they need, and has interacted with both the dog and the rabbit in both, or 2 episodes. I still think very firmly she is Agatha, and she is playing a part in all this. Because Wanda even said at one point, I don't know how this started, I can't possibly control every single person here. Now, I personally think she does have the power to do that, but the way she said it kind of makes me think that Agatha is helping her do this, or Agatha and Mephisto are helping her do this. Again, it's not clear if Mephisto's even going to be a part of this or not. I still think he is. And yes, I think Mephisto was the dog, probably the rabbit too, probably other things that I'm not even thinking about. Like, he can be or do anything, really. He's literally the devil. But as for Agatha, she seems to not care or notice the weird things that happen around Wanda and Vision. Like, when the twins suddenly aged up to 5-year-olds, she didn't care. She just kind of made a funny comment about it. And maybe it's because she's simply under Wanda's mind control, but maybe not. I mean, the fact that she stopped herself and asked, like, do you want me to do that again? We can try that over. I kind of think Agatha is helping her do this. Or maybe just gave her the idea to do it. I don't know. And it's interesting that the twins seem to have free reign over what age they are. I had assumed it was Wanda doing it subconsciously, but it seems like the twins themselves aren't really affected by her powers, which is also kind of weird. I'm not sure why. It was pretty funny though. They're like, you can't have a dog until you're 10. So they're like, well, just age themselves up to 10-year-olds. But that made it clear that we're going to get the teenage versions of these characters moving past this series, which, hell yes, dude. Like, hell yes. I can't wait to see the twins actually start using their powers. Like, when they finally do, oh, that's gonna be some good shit. The scene with Norm was actually very dark, where Vision, releases him from her control momentarily, and he's just terrified. And he's even saying, it hurts, I'm in pain, I'm absolutely terrified. And Wanda doesn't seem to realize that she's, putting these people in this much pain, which is another reason I think it really might not just be her doing this. Because as far as we've known Wanda, she's never been, excessively cruel to people that, in her mind, don't deserve it. And these are all just innocent people in a town, so I don't see her, willingly subjugating all these people to such horrific pain and fear, unless there's some other reason for it. I don't know. There's still a lot of mystery behind it all, which I'm digging. For me, the best scene in the whole episode, which I'm sure it was a lot of other people's as well, was her literally walking out of the town in her Avengers costume and telling them, you better back the fuck off. This is your last warning. This is your only warning. Not only was it awesome to hear her accent seemingly come back even more strongly than it did in, the last 2 Avengers movies, which could just be, a slight continuity error, but I don't know. I like the accent. I'm glad it's at least back for, that one scene. But it's just so cool to see her, really taking on this villain persona. I want more of it. I'm sure we're going to get more. I guarantee there's going to be a flashback moment going to that scene where she breaks into the S.W.o.R.D. headquarters to reanimate Vision. Because even though we only got the security footage version of that, I can't wait to see that scene in full. Because Vision at this point is Frankenstein. He was pulled apart, so she reassembled him and is puppeteering his dead body. That's genuinely really dark stuff. Darker than Marvel has really gone in the past, and it's pretty cool. And I'm loving the fact that Vision is not falling for it, and he's pretty afraid of Wanda. He's pretty angry at her because he knows she's not telling him everything. And as he said, they're usually so much of the same mind, and in this case, they are just not. When they squared off with each other, I was a little disappointed we didn't actually get a full-on fight scene, but I realize it's a little early for that, but I do expect that to happen by the time the show is over. And I thought it was really cool how she basically tried to end the episode by rolling credits, and he was like, no, we are not done talking, and it went into the much more tense scene, and then ended with the weirdest shit. Pietro is back now, but it's Evan Peters' version of the character from the Fox universe. Sort of, it's a blend of the two. Honestly, it's more just the Peter version from the X-Men movies. But his hairstyle is definitely different. It's more like the MCU version of it. I don't know, we'll have to see the next episode to see how much they're gonna go into all that. But that was awesome. That was genuinely shocking. And it definitely Or not definitely, but it more than likely means she's already like drawing from the multiverse. She's drawing from different dimensions and different people. So many questions, so many questions. And I gotta say, this show does such a good job at making you think, okay, it's Wanda, she's for sure doing it. And then like 1 or 2 scenes later, you're like, is she doing all of it though? Like, is there something else going on here? What is happening? Cinematography in this episode was really cool because not only did we get the 80s sitcom version of things, or I suppose the 80s and 90s version. I don't know if the kids aging up also like progressed everything else. I think it was still considered like the 80s sitcom. But not only did we get the 80s sitcom version of filmmaking, but we also got the more modern MCU style of filmmaking mixed in with each other. And once again, they do a very good job making the sitcom very much like an 80s sitcom. It feels pretty authentic for the most part. There are obviously moments where you're like, well, that's different. Music in this episode was great. I love the scene when Wanda confronts the S.W.o.r.D agents just because it gets so sinister. It's unbelievable how good of a villain she plays. Because she played such a convincing hero as well. Like, I love seeing her revert back to the more manipulative and cold version of the character that we saw in Age of Ultron. And the music definitely suited those moments, especially when the laugh track would like cut out of nowhere and you know that you're no longer fully in the sitcom world. Something's definitely up. So far it's been some pretty great sound design. Acting wise, I want to give it to more people, but Elizabeth Olsen, she's so good. Especially in this episode where you see the light side of her being a mother to the twins, but then also the really darker, but also the really dark version of the character that talks to S.W.o.r.D, and even the slight slipping of the mask that she has with Vision and their argument towards the end. Like, she's killing it. She's really killing it. Editing and pacing, I would say for this episode, just about perfect. They revealed quite a few things in this episode, or that's not even necessarily true. They didn't really reveal a whole lot, but they seemingly revealed quite a few things. And they're really not holding back. Like, they're definitely moving this story forward. And I think taking a break from the sitcom to go to the real world is a very smart choice. Because in this episode, I was worried that going back to just the sitcom stuff was going to turn some people off. Because I definitely noticed the last episode, people really resonated with it. And after that, Marvel even dropped a new trailer. So I have a feeling they were sincerely banking on like, all right, people are more into what's really going on. If this was just straight sitcoms, people wouldn't be that into it. So for this one, I think they very smartly gave you a bit of both so that no matter which side of the fence you're on, you're going to be at least somewhat satisfied with what's happening. Overall, I'm going to give this episode another 9.7 out of 10. I think it was just as good as the last episode, maybe just a smidge better, but I don't want to go too high on the scale because otherwise I'm going to have to start giving episodes like a 10.5 out of 10, which I'm just not going to do it. But I'm just loving the mystery. I'm loving the speed at which the show is going. Because the first few episodes are a bit of a slow burn, but ever since like the end of episode 3, things have really been picking up, and it doesn't seem like it's slowing down, which is, in my opinion, the absolute right choice. So I can't wait for the next episode. I'm very upset I have to wait a week, but, you know, woe is me. And that's about it.